Hey guys, John Avanti here, and welcome to a new video. I'm in this house that I purchased down the shore, Point Pleasant, and I'm putting in new windows. They had like these very old single pane wooden windows with storm windows on the outside, and this house was so drafty. There must have been so much heat loss. But let's take a look at the windows and what a great job these guys are doing. And so you can see here, this is the bay window the installers put in, and these are great windows. I bought these from a factory in Newark, New Jersey. You can see they're welded windows. So if I come over here, they have welds, double locks. You know, cleaning. They have the locks on here, and they just open and close like with a breeze. Look at that, so simple. You know, the bottom one's a little heavier than the top one, but still, I mean, they just open so nice, and the locks, and these guys did a great job doing the installation. They put all this new capping around to seal the windows. The windows have all in foam insulation. You can see some of the foam here, and this was a big win here. You know, because now that's a double pane window, where originally that was a single pane window, and there was just, like I said, there was just a cheap piece of glass. I'm surprised that window didn't break over time, but it lasted that long, and you can see the windows are in. So basically what it's going to need now is like a quick paint job. Let's come over here and take a look at how the guy's doing, putting in the windows. They have good tools. They seem like they're very knowledgeable of what they're doing. Very friendly. Look at that. So these windows are replaced. So we replaced every single window in the house except two. And it just made a big difference. I mean, just looking out the window, that you don't have to look through the storm window. The house is brighter now. You know, it's just a much brighter house. So here's the insulation that they put in, and then they're gonna put all wood here. I guess you want to call it trim. And then on the outside, you can see how it looks on the outside. So what they did is they put all metal capping all around here, all around there. And what that does too is it seals the window. You know what I mean? So what happens is you don't get a lot of draft coming through here. So let's say one day I want to put siding and they put the J channels, you're not going to have any draft at all. So here you got the guy going up on the ladder. So he just put all the caulking all around. You see that little ridge line up there, and the caulking. Look how beautiful that window looks. I mean, it's so great. This house needed new windows. He's going to put metal all around here to clean that up so it looks nice and clean. That's going to be a good thing. I'm going to have to come here and fix that gutter. Let's take a quick look through the house. You know, walking through the kitchen. I had to turn the heat off. They left the heat on, and the furnace was going crazy. So you can see like here how nice these windows just make this room. They're just so much brighter. Because like, you know, unfortunately I wasn't here with the storm doors, with the storm windows, but with the storm windows, these rooms are much darker. So here's some of the spray foam they used. You know, they're going to probably fill that up as well, all the way around. You know, it's just nice job. Nice job. You know, they're just going through. Probably done here by maybe 5, 6 o'clock. They got to clean everything up. You know, here's another window that was in. This is the smaller bedroom. Look at that. Very, very nice. Very nice job. Let's see how these are. And you can see, like, see this black trim? This is insulation. You know, this is a gasket to keep the cold out. You know what I mean? These are very high quality windows. You can see like there's the metal construction on the inside, and then the glass is glued to that metal strip. And maybe you can get a better look here. This is, see, it's all welded. There's no screws in here. Let's see how this window opens. Oh, it's really nice and easy. You know, there's the screen. Very easy open and closing. Nice locks. And what I'm gonna probably have done in this house too is put central air conditioning, because there's no central air. And it's a great house. I mean, it's down the shore. It's only 2 miles from the beach. And I will keep going. And this room, what caused me to change the windows was this window here. Because if you look in the backyard, a lot of trees were cut down that were dead trees. And I left those 2 trees. I might have them cut down too. This one's going to stay. That's a pretty decent looking tree. So what the window guys, what happened was they broke this window. And, I said, you know what? I'm not going to just replace the one window. I'm going to do them all. Because you can already feel it's warmer in here. Even without the heat on and the door is open, it's like, maybe 30 degrees out. And look how nice that looks. It's just going to be so much nicer being in this house compared to the old windows. So we can go downstairs and take a look down there what they're doing. Down there was another window that was in very bad condition. And they're rebuilding the whole frame for the window so it sits properly. Because whoever put that other window in did a horrible job. So you can see here, this is a big window. And I had to order this, and we waited a while to get this window. So they're going to frame this out, whatever they're going to do next. And they're going to put the new window in. And that window was broken, terrible. When the guy came to give me an estimate, he was like, dude, don't even think about trying to save the window. It's no good. It wasn't even installed properly. I don't know what I'm going to have to do up here. I might have to put sheetrock and stuff like that. I don't know. So I'm going to have to fix that. But, the window's going to go in. It's going to go in properly. And that's the good thing. That's a closet. And this is sort of like a mother and daughter. It has a special entrance or private entrance. So we replaced this window too. It was basically like a new window, but it was all wood. And it was, I guess cheap enough just to replace it, make the house look all the same. This window was replaced right here in the kitchen. Like, if I was to live here, I would just remove microwaves. I just don't like microwaves. I'd rather have just a range hood. They're so ugly. You have no room here. But look at this. This window's already in. It's all done. It looks fantastic. So this is the kitchen right here. So this is sort of like the mother and daughter. The mother would live down here, and whoever the daughter would live upstairs. So this sliding glass door was here. It's probably a Home Depot door, and they didn't finish it. They didn't put any foam or anything like that. So now the guy's nice enough. He's gonna finish it all off for me. It's gonna look really nice because I might keep this like little apartment for myself. So when I want to go to the beach, I can go to the beach, and I have a place to stay. So here's this windows are all done. Looks great without those storm windows. Here's the bathroom that's downstairs. It's pretty decent. A little tight because I guess somebody really wanted a jacuzzi in here, so they put this gigantic, like 4-person tub. But that window wasn't replaced because it's basically new. Let's take a quick walk outside and see how it looks from the outside. This is the brake. That's what they use to bend the metal. Like here, take measurements, and then it's called a brake. And you can see this is the big window. That's the biggest window in the house, and that's going to go on this side. And there's the contractor. He's rebuilding the window, and that's going to just look great. So you can see from the outside how nice it looks. The house just looks so much better without those storm windows. There's none on the floor here, but you can see inside the trailer because they take all this, they take it with them. And these are the windows that we had in the house. Like these wooden, these wooden single pane windows, very cheap. And this was that other window that the guy's reframing. That was, you can see it. It's a mess. It's just a piece of junk window. Not even a quality window. And this was the big bay window. Again, you can see single pane, wood. I mean, back in the day when these houses were built, that's what they had. They didn't really have a lot of plastic. And that's what they did. And then to keep the cold out, they put these storm windows, right, with these ugly screens that got all gray. You can't even look out the window. And that's what was all around the house. So I think what they're going to do is they're going to take all the metal out and recycle it. Or just throw it in the pile and get whatever they can for scrap. Here's some more scrap they got. So you can see the guys, he's caulking, trying to do a nice clean job with the caulk. You know, but look how nice it looks without the storm windows. I mean, the house just looks like a different house. You know, those storm windows are terrible. And, you know, you're going to look through those ugly screens that took up the entire window. At least here, you know, the screen is on half a window. And basically, like, even with air conditioning, you don't even need screens, because just keep the windows closed. You know, if you have central air and heat and whatnot, you know, you don't really have to open the windows. But those windows look so much better. You know, coming back, you know, that's the house. So the daughter lives upstairs and the mother would live downstairs and whatnot. So what I'm doing is I'm getting the upstairs. So I'm gonna have, you know, somebody come in the spring and fix all this here. I don't know if there's anything living in that thing, but there's a little hole there, and maybe put new siding, you know, or just paint it. I don't know what I'm gonna do. But you can see there was a tree here. I got rid of that. They trimmed all these trees. There was a big tree in that corner. Other trees over here that were all trimmed out. And, you know, if you come around the property, you know, installing windows isn't hard, but it's not easy. So this house has a jacuzzi. You know, for me, I'd rather just get rid of it. Just take it out. Take this whole thing out and have a big yard. So there was all kind of branches and stuff here that we cut out. So that's what the house looks like from the back. You know, there's a deck. It's not a huge yard, but, you know, it's functional. You know, it works. It's big enough for, you know, if you had a dog or anything. Oh, there's more glass here. Let me get rid of this thing. Take this. I do not want this. So, you know, that's the house. It's pretty nice. So that was a sliding door. They didn't even do the capping on that well. They did a terrible job. Guys are like butchers. You know, but this house needs some work, some attention. And when it gets warmer out, we're going to take care of everything that it needs. I'm going to move the hot water heater. Maybe I'll show you that. Just to get rid of this glass. Yeah, guys are on the ladder. They got all the tools. They got the trailer. You know, he went and picked all the windows up from the place I got the windows. And yeah, here's another window. Just put it here. They'll just take it. So I'll show you what I'm going to do with the hot water heater. So basically, the plumber these people use was an idiot. So they had they probably, this house has oil heat. So at one time they must have had an oil hot water heater that was in the laundry room, and they didn't like that because it was probably huge, right? So this is an electric hot water heater, and they're compact. Everybody should use electric hot water heaters. They last forever, and you don't need any venting for them. You don't need any fans, any special sirens or shut-off valves. They're just great. So you can see they put it in the closet, and the door don't close, and that's 23 inches wide. And here's a new window as well. This is the laundry room. And you can see that. They replaced the window. So I guess I got to put the cap in around that window too, because there's all foam sticking out. So I'm going to put the hot water heater in this corner. So the hot water heater is going to come out right to here. So you'll have plenty of room to come in. You know, and the water supply is right here. I mean, it's such an easy job. Why they put it in that closet and wasted that closet, I just don't understand it. I mean, maybe they had something here, but the hot water heater is going in here where the heat is, so it stays warm. Oh, look at that. They're putting their foam on the furnace so it stays warm and it doesn't freeze up on them. But this is an oil furnace. This furnace is so efficient that, I mean, the house just stays so warm, and people hate this thing. So in the future, I'm gonna you know, convert this heating system into gas, and it's going to be a much smaller unit that maybe I'll even put it on the wall and move this over there and have the furnace on the wall somewhere, because you don't really need a big furnace. Probably this house has 150,000 BTU furnace. Yeah, this is the kitchen again. And then we'll have a new closet, you know, free closet. There's a big closet, you know, for putting whatever you want. You know, you just got to run the wire through here into the other room, shut the water off down there, and just, you know, redo the plumbing, and the water will work. So this is what they call a jumper. So this is like the ground. So this is like sort of like connected with the ground, and if there's any kind of electrical shock or anything, it jumps here so you won't get a fire. You know, so it's pretty cool. I mean, I like the house. It's pretty nice. So over here we're gonna need covers. I don't know what happened to the covers, but yeah, there's a big closet here. Yeah, nice big closet. And the window's in already. Look at that. Yeah. So they got that big header there. I don't know how they're gonna do that, but I just hope they don't just put foam in there. I'd rather have a piece of wood. You know what I mean? But we'll see. Should be all right. Yeah, this is gonna have to be. But oh, he's got all the molding here, so he's gonna put all this molding back. It's all this broken garbage, and yeah. So how you gonna fill in the gap?
He's gonna put a piece of wood.
Gonna put a piece of wood. That's what I thought. Yeah, so that window's in. It's all leveled out. You could put these windows in yourself, but you know, like the speed these guys are working, just the cleanup alone is work and time. You know, the windows are getting they're gonna be plumbed. They'll be all plumbed and leveled, and they're gonna open properly. You know, sometimes like homeowners, they just mess the windows up. I mean, I've done it. They make them too tight inside and whatnot. So that's why you want to have a professional. You know, so if you just do one window, you can probably do it yourself. But if you're gonna do the whole house, I would just hire somebody. It's so much easier. I mean, for me to do this job with a full-time job, it would have been hard for me. You know, it would have been really difficult. Even if I went out, I got guys to work with me. And how are you gonna do all the outside capping? That's the hardest part, is to go outside, go on the ladders, cut everything up, caulk everything. I mean, it's a big job. You see the guys caulking. I mean, just to get on the ladder, like a homeowner, to caulk the outside, that's a big job right there. You know, these guys are doing a nice, clean job. You know, to get on this ladder. Look at it, he's using his finger, you know. Caulk makes a big difference. You can feel it's already warmer in here. Just even with the door open. These windows keep the cold out. Yeah, who's gonna get on that ladder like that? And here comes the boss. But this is John Avanti. Hope you guys liked the video. Stay tuned for the next video. We're gonna do some more videos on the house.